Hello everyone, this is PK Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to talk about San Diego Comic Con 2022 and talk about DC's involvement and what they had to show regarding their movies. Now, just in case you haven't been following all of the chat on social media, there was a lot of hype going into this event when it was being reported that Henry Cavill would be appearing in some capacity, either confirming a standalone Superman movie or a cameo role in Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam film, which is due for release on October the 24th of 2022. This got a lot of fans excited, especially those of the Snyderverse, but their hopes were somewhat dashed when, in an earlier panel on Friday, iconic artist and DC CEO Jim Lee stated that there were no current plans to continue with the Snyderverse, but many fans were still holding that hope that Cavill would appear and confirm the opposite of that statement. Well, unfortunately for them, the actor didn't appear, so take of that what you will. I've said in previous videos that the Snyderverse had ended already some time ago, but Cavill's no-show just seems to further put the nail in the coffin, and I just wish that Warner Brothers would come out and say that it is so. This would have been a perfect opportunity to drum up massive hype for the returning of the Snyderverse, but the fact that it hasn't happened, again, shows that Warner Brothers has no interest in continuing with Zack Snyder's vision. So people really need to move on, and I think it's also a valuable lesson, again, in not to believe fake speculation and reports just because it tunes in with something that you want to happen. You really have to start doing your own research and looking at the actual factual information. And the fact is that Henry Cavill was currently filming for The Witcher Season 3, and that's also been commissioned for a Season 4. He's also got the likes of The Highlander coming up, and also the spy movie Argyle coming as well. So Henry Cavill is going to be very busy. So he wouldn't have really been able to make an appearance at Comic-Con. At best, you would have seen a video message from him, but we sadly didn't get that. So if the Snyderverse was pretty much confirmed as over before Comic-Con, then I think what's happened at Comic-Con has pretty much confirmed even more so that we will be getting no further installments regarding Zack Snyder's vision. Now, in terms of the Black Adam panel itself, Dwayne Johnson definitely made an entrance, appearing fully in the Black Adam costume, alongside a huge screen of projection showing all of the lightning as he was raising his hands, showing Black Adam displaying all of his powers. It was definitely a spectacular introduction, and The Rock definitely knows how to promote himself amongst an audience. Now, within the panel, he did talk about wanting to usher in a new era for DC films. So is that yet another indication of a direction change regarding the universe? Again, take of that what you will. It was also confirmed that Viola Davis would be returning as Amanda Waller, I assume in helping the Justice Society hunt down Black Adam, which makes complete sense, and does link some continuity regarding the Suicide Squad movies. Now, they did show at the end of the panel a second trailer for Black Adam, and it was definitely action-packed. We had lots of very good shots of Black Adam flying through cities and exhibiting all of his powers, battling the other members of the Justice Society. Plenty of CGI razzle and dazzle. I liked the visualization of Dr. Fate, and I think Pierce Brosnan is going to be a key ingredient in just adding that overall gravitas and weight to the overall story. But the trailer itself, we had very little semblance of the narrative that they're going with this film, and again, I think that was a mistake, because despite the fact that yes, it is Dwayne Johnson who brings in a lot of his own fan base, for the casual moviegoer, you still have to establish a main storyline of what's going on. Is he the villain? Is Black Adam the hero? Will he start off as the villain? Will he later on go on to be the hero? So I just think you need to establish those earlier elements if you want to bring in a more casual audience. So I do hope it's going to end up being much more than a generic CGI action fest. We will wait and see overall when Black Adam releases on October the 24th, and also how well it performs at the box office, but despite Dwayne Johnson's statements, whether he goes on to be the new leader of the DC universe going forward, I think that's going to depend very much so on how Black Adam performs at the box office. So we'll quickly talk about the trailer for Shazam Fury of the Gods, and they've definitely upped the levels of production and budget for this sequel, giving us these large-scale battles within the cities. I like the costume improvements that they've made, particularly for Shazam. They've cut down on the padding that we saw from the original film, and they've just added a bit more texture and detail to the overall costume, and I think it looks very good. I like seeing all of the members of the Shazam family. Again, they're going to go for that very family-orientated feel that what we saw from the first movie. We do see the appearances of the likes of Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. That's bolstering the supporting cast. So they're going to go again for that very bright, light-hearted term in terms of a comic book adventure, which I think overall will serve the movie very well. Now, I don't expect Shazam Fury of the Gods to make $1 billion, but I do believe it will gross more than the first movie, which grossed around 400 million, and that movie itself got a lot of good positive reaction from both fans and critics. So really, the only thing going against Shazam Fury of the Gods is that it's going to be released in the same proximity as Avatar 2, The Way of Water. So that could hurt its box office chances, as there's going to be a lot of intrigue and curiosity in Avatar 2, and that could take away a lot of the spotlight away from Shazam. But again, we'll wait and see how the movie performs when it releases on December this year. So that's it really in terms of the main Comic-Con panel surrounding DC. It was a bit underwhelming, not only because of Henry Cavill not showing up. Again, I didn't expect him to show up, but I just think in terms of the trailers, they were good, but they weren't nothing too special. So we then look forward to what Marvel has to present in terms of their presentations, and of course when we do get those, I'll provide a video giving my own thoughts on a Marvel panel when it releases later on within the event. So there's my overall thoughts and feelings and review of the DC panel for the San Diego Comic-Con 2022, and the fact that Henry Cavill didn't show up. And it surely is now time for fans of the Snyderverse to accept that the universe is not continuing and that DC very much wants to usher in a new direction. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Were you very disappointed about no mention of Superman? Were you not bothered by the fact that Henry Cavill didn't show up, as you believe that the Snyderverse is truly over? Again, another indication was that in the Shazam trailer, they referenced The Flash, they referenced the Batman, and they referenced Aquaman, but they didn't reference Superman. So that was another telling element as well, as to whether Warner Brothers does indeed decide to reboot the character. But again, this is all speculation, and we'll wait and see what happens in the future. And if we get any further updates of what's going on with the DCEU, I will of course provide commentary on those updates within the channel as well. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, stay safe distances, and I will see you very, very soon.